tap. The third game of 5 here on this Monday, Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Today it's Utah Prep against LaLumiere. And we'll have that to you next here on SUV TV. A pleasant good afternoon to you, along with Scott Mueller. I'm Geoff Kim. LaLumiere, in with a record of 13-1, takes on Utah Prep at 2-4 this afternoon. The middle game of 3, beg your pardon, the middle game of 5 here on this final day of Flying to the Hoop, powered by Beacon Orthopedics. Partner, we saw LaLumiere yesterday. John Sanderson and Jacob Weber. Wow, what a twosome.
Absolutely put on a show yesterday against Lakota West. I thought Lakota West matched their intensity, but at the same time, you cannot shortchange the fact that John Sanderson and Jacob Weber put on a show of their own. Exciting basketball players. Looking forward to seeing their on-court performance today.
Should be a great one here this afternoon in Kettering, Ohio. Utah Prep and LaLumiere. And we'll come back with the starting lineups in the opening tip when we return here on SUV TV. If you're ready now, let's give you the starting lineups here in this ball game. First for Utah Prep, 2-4 out of the EYBL Scholastic. Mark Dickel, in his first year at the program, is the head coach. 3-guard look, 0, Jaden Cecil at 6'4", 190 pounds, a sophomore. He'll run with 1, Anthony Felici at 6'5", 205 pounds, a senior. 2 is JoJo Stroder at 6'3", 185 pounds, a senior. Up front, it's 7, Jafar Silamana at 6'9", 250 pounds, a senior, and 8, Jackson Kiss at 6'8", 235 pounds, a senior. For LaLumiere, the Lakers are 13-1, 4-1 in the EYBL. At the helm is their head coach is Pat Holmes in his 9th year. 3-guard look, 2, Devin Cleveland at 6'3", 175 pounds, a junior. 3, Jacob Weber at 6'6", 180 pounds, a senior, and 10, Jonathan Sanderson at 6'3", 190 pounds, a senior. Up front, it's number 20 for Landis Wright at 6'8", 225 pounds, a junior, and 23, Gabe Weiss at 6'7", 215 pounds, a senior. So partners, we bring you back into this when we saw the latter team and LaLumiere a night ago, and boy, were they impressive.
Incredibly so. I mean, they shot the ball so well. Jonathan Sanderson, I mean, I don't think you could ask for a young man to be any better. I mean, there's no doubt that Notre Dame is getting an incredible basketball player, someone who can absolutely lead the floor, a commander, if you will, when it comes to someone on the court who can take command of the game right from the tip. He leads the floor. He has such command of the basketball, keeps both feet underneath him, but at the same time can stroke the ball from anywhere on the court.
In the early game yesterday, Utah Prep fell the Cats Academy out of Massachusetts 81-71. JoJo Stroder had a team high 19 points, while Anthony Felici had 18 points and 8 boards. The game that Scott and I had seen, LaLumiere, they survived an overtime tilt, an instant classic here in Kettering, over the number one team out of Ohio, Lakota West, 72-71. The aforementioned John Sanderson became a primary scoring threat. Brought the second quarter on in. He finished with 26 points. Jacob Weber was impressive from long range. He had on 7 trays. He had 22 in support.
Yeah, and it came down to a last-second shot to win the game by 1. It came from an unnoted source. That neither of the two high scores hit that game-winning shot, but at the same time, you know, and even Sanderson fouled out there in the last few seconds of the game, but it didn't matter. I mean, it still came down to a dribble drive right through the middle of the lane, and then finding a shooter in the corner.
And it was Devin Cleveland, by the way, who had the game winner yesterday with a couple seconds left to go.
But that's just it. It came down to full team play. A beautiful shot from the corner, and it's unfortunate that someone had to lose that game, but nevertheless, great team play by LaLumiere at the end to win the game.
Well, the thing that came about from yesterday was that every possession, every dribble, every shot, every rebound, every steal counted. That's how tight yesterday's game was.
And it was well played by both teams. And as I said in the broadcast yesterday, it is unfortunate that someone has to lose a game like that. But I was super proud of the way both teams played. And, you know, when Lakota West comes in as the #1 team in the state, they did themselves proud, parents proud, school proud, you know, all the way across the board.
Hey, so scores to catch up to you before we get to this one. The early games here this morning. Price School got to 1-1 here in this prep showcase. They beat Iowa United 78-58. And a nail biter here about 20-25 minutes ago is Margaretta and Northridge. Northridge survived that one down the stretch, 58-55.
Yeah, an odd end to that one, as there was a technical foul that ended up, you know, finishing that game. But you know, still at the same time, there were, you know, some missed free throws. I think both teams actually had a chance to win that game when it came down to it. But yeah, funny end to it. But in the end, the Polar Bears were able to come out victorious by 3 points.
There's an old adage that has stuck with me for a better part of two and a half decades. Free throws don't win every game, they just win the close ones.
That's exactly right. And you know, you definitely want to put some emphasis on free throw shooting when it comes down to it. So young players, practice those free throws.
Utah Prep a little, I don't want to say tardy, but taking their time getting back out on the floor here. Verlandis Wright will jump center with Jafar Silimana.
Something to note, and I remember even the officials and even the scorekeepers noting this right before the game, that there will be a 30-second shot clock for this game. Yes?
And we do see them up on the clock here.
Yep. So something to be aware of.
Right, and Silimana, tap is controlled into the backcourt, and away we go here in Kettering. At Trent Arenas, we go left to right and attack the east bucket. And getting started here is LaLumiere. Did we say LaLumiere? We do mean Utah Prep. Long two to get started. Nothing doing for Felici. They keep it up front. Here's Stroder driving to the hole. Tapped out, no good, and it's in the hands of Sanderson, and here comes LaLumiere. He spots up three, too strong.
Both teams wasting no time getting up and down the court, using that athleticism.
Right the rebound in the hands of Sanderson, who took the opening shot on offense for LaLumiere. He had the team high 26 yesterday. And he did it everywhere. In the paint, outside, hitting a threes. Good assist man as well. Here's Wright in the paint, and LaLumiere strikes first. Averaging 11 a ball game. He's got the first deuce, 2-0 Lakers.
Jackson Kiss, early drive to the middle.
Here's Stroder stuck low right and back outside. Jackson Kiss getting a touch. Here's a straight on three. Easy looking shot. Cecil, no good, and it skips away, and it's a LaLumiere possession.
So it's a unique thing to have that 30-second shot clock. You know, with high school basketball not having that in the state of Ohio, it makes a unique element to have here in prep basketball.
I will tell you this, as we see the double screen set up on top to start things off in this half-court set. I called college basketball for 15 years. This is normal for me.
Right.
Thrown away. No, for me, this is a return to norm. And honestly, what it forces teams to do is think about what they do on offense. You really can't dilly-dally. And I think that's the one advantage prep ball or prep academy ball has over teams that we typically see in Ohio.
I will say I do feel that high school ball does need that aspect. I don't know if 30 seconds.
Cecil short arms it. Chased down by the Lakers. It's Cleveland who hit the game winner from the corner with a couple seconds left to go yesterday to beat Lakota West.
Yeah, heck of a shot too. He took it with pure confidence.
Three from the wing, too strong for Sanderson. He's a little cold to get started. He's a little strong right now. Look at that move.
Absolutely outstanding.
Jojo Stroder, averaging 9.5 a ball game. And we are tied up at 2.
Ooh, good take.
Trying to create the other way, nothing doing. Wright will pick up the personal.
See, Jackson Kiss is no stranger to taking the ball strong to the hoop.
Number 20 for Landis, right, his first, team's first.
He'll get a couple tries from the stripe.
Jackson Kiss shooting 79% at the stripe this year. 8 points a ball game. He lets fly on the first and good. 6'8", 235 pounds, a senior Jackson Kiss.
He's headed to Iowa State, who was in town to play the Bearcats the other day. Fell short. Lost by 9 to the Bearcats.
I got to admit, I did not watch any of that game. Do we have a lane violation? They're going to stay at the line.
Lane violation against the Lakers.
LaLumiere in a little early. Iowa State came in number 2. They've lost 2 straight. But still, Jackson Kiss going to be a good one for the Cyclones.
3 to make 2 for Jackson Kiss. And it's a 4-0 run, and we do head back up front. An exciting game, the game that we had right before that Marquez Burnett called, 58-55 Northridge over Margaretta. Margaretta's in Division 5, and they're really good. 3 from the wing, nothing doing there for Jacob Weber. He's a little cold to get started too, and a foul underneath.
Yeah, you wonder, you and I talked about this in a broadcast before that, when you put so much energy and effort into the game like LaLumiere did yesterday against Lakota West, you all but wonder if there isn't enough legs to get started in a game less than 24 hours later.
Nice feed, direct feed inside. Weiss gets 2 of his own. And ties it up, our second tie of the ball game. We had 1 lead change and 2 ties so far. Out on the baseline.
Yeah, lost the handle on that one, dribbled it on the baseline.
Weiss will trigger. Sanderson handles. Big time assist man, beg your pardon, John Sanderson. 6.2 a ball game. That's a lot.
Yeah, he's got his hand in a lot of points. I mean, you figure he's going to put some up on the board himself, but then he always has a hand in the assist category.
Weiss will jump pass back to Cleveland. He drives, goes left hand, has it rejected. And some contact as well.
Jackson Kiss is so long, he can adjust shots even with his defense.
So no contact, no call, and we play on.
Heck of a defense.
Here's the catch and release. 3 on the way! Weber logs on.
That's a lot closer to what we saw yesterday in that contest against the Firebirds.
3 from the corner, skips away, tapped out. Cecil, and we head back the other way. The possession belongs to the Lakers.
Number 21,
Rivers Knight will see his first action here this afternoon at 6'9", 220 pounds, a senior for the Lakers.
Hoping we get to see a little bit more of him this afternoon.
He wears 21. He's at the top of the key now, trying to cut to the right. And Sanderson plays out to Cleveland. Long 2, right side, skips away, and it's 1 and done this time for the Lakers.
Oh.
Cecil to the hole, misses the follow through, nothing doing there, and here comes the Lakers. 3 off the catch, Weber misfires, a little short this time.
No heads.
And we go forward.
Yeah.
Want to hit upon the point that you were just alluded to. In baseball, we call it swing juice.
Yeah.
I guess it's shot juice in basketball, right? How many shots do you have? How much do you have? And right now, the early returns on Sanderson and Jacob Weber they're a little off the mark.
Yeah, a little off, but at the same time, he's not hesitating whatsoever. He kind of feels like, there's plenty left in the bag for him to dig deep and keep shooting.
Double screen, the setup here initially in the half court. It's Knight with a touch. Oh, Gansolongo, by the way, is in the ball game too. He's the big man with the ball now, wearing 44, low right. Works in, backs in, turns baseline, and scores.
Nice job, big fella. What a baby.
Gansolongo is 7 foot tall, 270 pounds, a senior, and he gets the LaLumiere up by 5.
Headed to Notre Dame with Mr. Sanderson. Looked real good, very comfortable backing him down there.
25-footer for Cecil, no good. Sanderson lost the handle and threw it away. It's a 2-on-1, a delayed 2-on-1 break, and all by himself up front in the score.
Jaden Cecil.
Cecil with 2 after the steal and the score.
Yeah, very contentious to let that one go, save the fouls for a little bit later in the contest.
Good job by Cecil to save that possession, by the
Right.
way. He overstepped his way to the basket. No good for Weber, and he's a little cold starting off.
Yeah.
1 for his last 4 here in this ball game. He only missed 3 shots yesterday.
Extremely hot yesterday, not so much today.
And for the Lakers, number 1, Peyton Kemp.
Again, that game yesterday against the Firebirds took a lot.
There was a lot of energy. You mentioned line changes throughout the weekend. We needed to see a few of those. I think the thing that we really took note was if there's anybody with a great motor for the next level, it's going to be Joshua Tyson.
Oh, for sure. For sure. He was remarkable. Oh, here we go.
Oh, Sanderson misfires on the dunk.
But
And a foul as he reached in on Stroder.
boy, you like to see some of that athleticism out of John Sanderson. I mean, a backdoor cut
Number 10, Jonathan Sanderson. His
right off
first
the out-of-bounds
team
play. And wow. I was not aware he had that kind of athleticism.
Sanderson, his first personal. That's 2 here in this quarter
Jackson
for
Price.
LaLumiere. 6, Jackson Price comes in for Utah Prep. You also see a big man down there, Silamana back. Oh, a bad shot turned into a pretty good pass. No finish, though, and here comes the Lakers. They play up front. Solongo blocked off the window by Silamana, and we've got some contact. Silamana trying to plead his case that he didn't make contact.
Basket is good for John Solongo.
Oh, they're going to call interference.
Yeah,
So
that's what I had.
goaltending.
Yeah, I had basket interference also.
And for Utah Pride, number 11, Orion Cobb.
So Solongo gets 2 the easy way. And it's 11-6 with 1:32 to go here in this first. Felici, left of the lane, back outside. They'll reset. Price moving in.
Definitely higher pace to this game, for certain.
You know, we saw Southeastern Prep a couple of times. They move awfully quick. Lakota West might be the fastest team in the tournament.
Yeah. I mean, certainly of the Ohio teams that we've witnessed so far, no question, they were the quickest that we've seen.
Taken away and traveling on the rollover. No good deed shall go unpunished.
Yeah. But great hustle. Great hustle. You like to see kids getting down on the floor. That plays well. Even at the college level, that plays well.
So Kiss, who got the steal and then turned it over. Here's a 3 from the wing, halfway down the well and out for Rivers Knight. Drive for Kiss, drops it off. Oh, nice job. Oh, nothing doing there. Orion Cobb misfires, and here come the Lakers.
Like you've noted so many times before in this classic, everything but the finish. It had it all.
Solongo draws the double. He's got an advantage down there at 7 foot tall. Oh, the rejection. We head the other way.
Boy, it just seems like Jackson Kiss is everywhere.
19.1 to go here in this first quarter. 11-6.
Jacob Weber.
The Lakers continue to roll.
I mean, that young man is going end to end. He has touched the ball on both ends of the floor. Only got 2 points to show for everything, but still, I'm seeing a lot of great effort out of that young man.
5 on the game clock.
Oh, wow.
And nothing doing for Felici. And they play it outside. Can't take a shot, and we head to the second. We go to quarter number 2. The Lakers lead at 11-6 here on SUV TV. Two ties, two lead changes, 11-6. LaLumiere leading Utah Prep here in this one. Along with Scott Mueller, I'm Geoff Kim. Thanks for joining us on SUV TV. Marquez Burnett is our producer, videographer this afternoon. Middle game of 5 here on this final Monday on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Flying to the hoop, powered by Beacon Orthopedics. We've had fun here in these 4 days. I know you didn't get to see the Friday games. Saw Southeastern Prep on Friday, and they had a dunk show, and that really set the tone for how Kettering was going to treat us at the rim here this on the 4 days. Felici going up strong, a little too far out, and this one out of bounds out on the sideline. I don't know what to make of all of that. Felici certainly is feeling himself down in the paint area.
He certainly has no problem rising up on everybody. He's done it twice already. Nothing to show for it, aside from just a little elevation.
Currently ranked 58th in the ESPN Top 100 class of 2026. He's going to pitch. It's Kiss.
Yeah.
No Kiss off the window there, and here come the Lakers. Cleveland elevates. Long two, tapped out, saved by Sanderson. Sanderson, right in the lane, scores 2.
Jonathan Sanderson.
I mean, it's just a lot about that young man that I like. I mean, his build, his game.
3 off the mark for Kiss. About Sanderson, right?
Yeah.
Stocky build, not your prototypical young point guard these days.
Doesn't seem like it, but at the same time.
He's got a running back's body.
Yeah, he does. I liken him to Christian McCaffrey. Looks a lot like Christian McCaffrey.
Gabe Weiss with the trifecta. He's got 5. And it's 16-6, our first double-digit lead, and we've got a timeout.
Utah Prep wants to talk about this.
Little 5-0 run to start off quarter number 2 and balloon the lead, double it, in fact, on our first timeout on the end game. So we have a couple games still left to go here this afternoon/evening. Warrensville Heights will take on the host school of the event at 4:45 or thereabouts. We were about 5 minutes late getting to this one because of the length of the last one. And the nightcap, the capper of the whole thing, Indian Hill and Tri-Village right around 6:30 tonight.
Chevy, Dean's one and only Chevy dealership has you covered, offering the best selection of new and used vehicles, unbeatable savings, and exceptional customer service.
So if you're Utah Prep and your head coach Mark Dickel, what are you talking about in the huddle? How do you stem the tide right now from a really hot-hitting LaLumiere team who really lit it up yesterday and they're getting on a roll now?
I guess I feel like I got to get out to my shooters and force them to put the ball on the deck and get them to go get downhill, I guess, just because they have been so effective from the perimeter. Maybe make them change it up a little bit. But more importantly, I feel like we've got to get something going inside just so that we can start getting some points going. Because right now, we're just stale.
Back in for Utah Prep number 0, Jaden
So,
Cecil.
yeah. We got to get our points going, whether that's with the big guys or whether we get something going to the rim.
Cecil and Suleimani back into the ballgame for Utah Prep.
There it is.
Suleimani low right. He will not back in. And now here's a 3 for Cecil. He knocks it down and ends the drought.
Yeah.
Jaden Cecil.
So that was the first piece. Get some points on the board, but now they need to stop.
Cecil has 5, 16-9. LaLumiere with the 7-point lead in the ball. Sanderson to right. Cleveland, top of the key. Typically in tournaments, you have like an all-tournament team. We have a showcase, and we have a ton of teams, and we got to hold down low. Let me finish the point on that. The point is, do you have favorites? Have you thought about a group of favorites from the 4-day session here in Kettering?
For sure, for sure. CJ Rosser, I would say from Southeastern Prep. I feel like, if I'm going to pick one from every team, he's my favorite from there. Sanderson has to be from LaLumiere.
Weiss fills it up.
But that was tough. That was tough. I mean, Weber could have been an easy one also, but I just feel like Sanderson has such a complete game.
I think he's going to translate incredibly well at the next level.
I agree. I agree. Almost too well. You know, he's one of those that just, I feel like he's going to steal the show at Notre Dame. I do.
Well, and the funny thing is, he's not flashy in a typical sense.
No.
His particulars is the ball's loose on the floor, still loose, and we've got a tie-up, and we have a foul. The right fist cup by the near side official.
Yeah.
So we do.
Lakers foul on number 10,
And it's on Sanderson.
his second,
That's number
team's
2.
first.
Does he have to come out? With 5:31 to go.
Number 1, Peyton Kemp.
While you ponder,
Yeah.
ponder, we heard somebody come on in. We're not seeing him in the roster, so that's how it is sometimes.
Yeah.
And the good elevation, the runner, the half-hearted dunk there by Felici.
Well, certainly with Sanderson checking out, that will make Utah Prep's job a little bit easier to climb back into this contest.
Drive Peyton Kemp, and by the way, that's who came into the ball game.
Yeah.
And the follow for Wright off the miss, and he gets 4. He has 4 in the book. And down low, and the bucket by Felici. 2 straight buckets on the offensive end for Anthony Felici. 20-13 with 4:48 left to go here in this first. Long 3, knock it down! Devin Cleveland, his first score of the night.
Feels like he's picking up where he left off. Hits a game winner yesterday. Picks his stroke right back up today.
Long 3, back iron, out. Nothing for Cecil there. Here come the Lakers. Kemp
Good
on the
kick.
move, outside. Cleveland for 3
Oh.
and 1!
Count to 30.
Fouled in the act of shooting. He'll get to the line for the old-fashioned 4-point play.
Very reminiscent of yesterday's game winner right there. Beautiful kick, beautiful finish, even with the foul.
Utah Prep foul number 2, Josiah Stroder. That's
JoJo
his first,
Schroeder.
team second.
Picks up the personal. That's his first. Team
Andrew
second.
LaLumiere, number
With
21,
4:16 to go. As Cleveland to the line, where he's 3 for 4 this season at the charity stripe.
Devin Cleveland, shooting
That kid's
1.
got a lot of moxie shooting from the corners.
And he has a 7th point
Wow.
on a 4-point play.
Yeah.
And the Lakers have more than doubled their pleasure on Utah Prep at 27-13. 4:09 to go to halftime. Felici to the hole. He's got some major quicks on him.
He does.
6 points all in the second quarter, 27-15. Right top of the key. 5 out, and now they put the big man down low in Rivers Knight. Right of the lane, Cleveland no good. Nice follow.
Yeah.
Devin Cleveland.
So Devin Cleveland doing it everywhere right now here in the second quarter. All 9 of his points have come here in the last 4 minutes.
Hey.
Drive, nothing doing. Foul down low. It's going to go against Rivers Knight. 3:26 to go here in this second period, 29-15. And right now, Utah Prep just trying to get on the board here. Jackson Kiss at the line, where he's a 79% shooter. Kiss hit on a couple of free throws back in the first quarter. Big right-hander gets it through. All of his points have come from the charity stripe here so far this afternoon.
And it's not for lack of trying.
Back in for
He's
the
getting to the
Lakers,
rim.
number 23, Gabe Weiss.
Just everything's getting contested.
Well, remember what we saw out of Mueller yesterday? A lot of good action in the front court. Could not score in the paint to save their lives.
No. I mean, that's because Akron St. Vincent St. Mary just had hands at everything at the rim.
And maybe a more pronounced example was Centerville 2 nights ago, where they had 1 field goal in the first half in the paint area.
Correct.
Tapped out. It'll stay up front. Pass touched by Silimana. Cleveland from the corner, 3 on the way. He's got 12 all in this quarter.
He really enjoys shooting from those corners. I mean, I feel like that's a really tough spot to shoot from, but yet he seems to enjoy it.
Felici, thank you very much.
Anthony Felici.
See, I feel like he cheated you out of saying that the last time he drove to the basket and just laid it right in. That time he gave you the chance.
Well, we can't have fun every time down, right?
I guess.
Here's 3 off the right side. Rivers Knight cannot get it to fall. 32-19.
Great
They
pass.
come up front. Silmana, no good. Tapped out. Here's a mid-paint jumper and good for No Darden, it looks like. We have 2 5s on our roster. I think it's Darden.
I think that's a good call. Oh, that's good play. Okay.
It's funny, you're looking at my roster here, and you see the different, 2 different 5s.
I do.
Darden's the one who's had points and statistics coming on in. And we got a blocking call. That'll keep us up front.
His first, team's third.
Heck of a block, though, by Jackson Kiss to take that ball right at the backboard. I mean, yes, the block was there.
Will Townsend, by the way, who wears 4 for Utah Prep, is guilty of the infraction. And Peyton Kemp gets his first point of the afternoon. 6'2", 180 pounds, a junior Peyton Kemp.
And here we get to see another look at Gan Salongo, the 7-footer. I just like saying that name.
You like the high risers too, right?
I do. I love the big guys, and especially one that can move as well as he does. I mean, for 7 foot, and given his, just his size, his overall size, he moves so well.
Step around, Kiss. Off the window. There's the Kiss off the glass. Kiss is on my list.
Yeah. Oh, look at you with another music reference. I love it.
34-23. 3 left of the lane. No good. Back outside. 3, too strong this time for Weiss. 2 looks, and we got to stop.
Timeout call to the court, Utah Prep.
Utah Prep calls for the TO with 1:39 left to go here in this first half. Partner, as we continue to look on here, you have to say Devin Cleveland's had a very impressive last 6 minutes and change. All 12 of his points, the game high, have come here in this quarter.
I feel like you read my mind, because just as this timeout was happening, I wanted to actually talk about that, because as John Sanderson had to check out with 2 fouls, I feel like Devin Cleveland has been the one to kind of fill that void. I'm beautifully said. I mean, seriously, you could not have read my mind any better. Yes, 100%. So he has now kind of adjusted his role, or maybe just added to it. Instead of just being the spot shooter that they're kicking out to, now he's taken on that point guard role. I'm very impressed with how he can do as many things as he can.
I want to go back to something that you touched upon earlier in the quarter. He had a couple of corner threes here in this corner. I think he had another one from a wing.
Yeah.
But in going with that, the depth perception from a corner is very difficult. The fact that that's an easy shot for him, the better shot than the wing shot is quite something. Felici, thank you very much.
Anthony Felici.
10 for Felici.
He has made that an absolute weapon with the spin back from the wing, and then be able to finish with such power, such incredible power, and he floats to it.
Weber for 2.
Basket by Jacob Weber.
That's the first field goal from inside the 3-point line that he's had here in the weekend in Kettering.
I feel like you're starting to read my mind even more.
Cleveland, stop and go. Now stutters into the lane, goes up strong with a lefty. Oh, and that's beautiful. Give him 14.
I mean, he is nothing short of outstanding right now. Just everything he's doing for this ball club.
Right on the steal, a 2-on-1 break. Back outside, Kemp will take it to the hole himself.
Peyton Kemp.
Back to a 15-point spread. Felici outside, 3, catch and release, no good, and we'll see free throws. Jaden Cecil misses. With 27.6 to go here in this first half. Foul is on Devin Cleveland. That's his first, and the team's third.
And while we're going to endure this call, and it's okay. It's okay. We'll live with it. I don't know that there was a whole lot of contact there, but
Jaden Cecil shooting
again,
3.
Devin Cleveland is performing at a level that's just truly remarkable.
Cecil hits on the first. 6'4", 190 pounds, sophomore. Scoring I beg your pardon, go ahead.
That's right. Someone's going to pick up on him and gets just an incredible player.
Cecil has made 2 of 3. And he'll make 3 of 3. Looking very good at the line. You expect nothing less from a player hitting 15.5 points a ball game. 12-point contest. Wonder if this will be a final shot, and Cleveland has the ball right now. Gets a high screen from right. They reach around from behind him. He catches up to it. Left of the lane, and we've got to stop. With 11 seconds left to go, foul from behind. Just a little tap foul by Schroeder. That's his second. Oh, Cleveland on the catch. Let him keep shooting. Weiss has it on the left. 5 on the game clock. Stuck in the three-point area and came back baseline to score. And that's the way this first half ends. An impressive first half for LaLumiere. A very impressive first half for Devin Cleveland. A game-high 14. We'll head to the timeout. When we return, we'll review the first half and look ahead to half number 2 here on SUV TV. We're at the half, and at halftime, LaLumiere in control of Utah Prep, 42-28. Along with Scott Mueller, I'm Geoff Kim. Thanks for joining us on SUV TV as we get a gander at the first half numbers, and then we'll get the input of my partner here in just a moment. Leading scorer in this ball game is Devin Cleveland with 14 points. He is 5 of 9 from the floor, 2 of 4, 3 of 5 from the three-point line. LaLumiere was 17 of 33 from the floor in the first half for 51.5%, 5 of 16 from behind the arc at 31%, and 3 of 3 at the charity stripe. They got 21 rebounds against the 15 for Utah Prep, 6 assists to 5 turnovers. On the other side, the leading scorer for the team for Utah Prep, Anthony Felici with a couple of Showtime dunks. He's got 10 points. Utah Prep was 10 of 30 in the first half for 33%, 1 of 7 from behind the three-point line at 14%, and 7 of 7 at, 100%. And my partner, I think that's what's keeping them in the game, the free throws.
For sure, yeah, because it's not the shooting from beyond the arc. There's no question about that. The Anthony Felici going to Pittsburgh, I mean, he's definitely showing off his athleticism, getting to the rim, giving my partner here a chance to use his go-to phrase, but the shooting for LaLumiere, Devin Cleveland has been the name of the night for me. The fact that John Sanderson gets saddled with a couple of fouls early, has to go to the bench. We didn't even see him again in the second half because I feel like the performance by Devin Cleveland was enough to allow him to stay out and not have to check back in and push a bad situation and or press for that third foul. But it looks like we're going to see Sanderson start here the second half.
And he'll trigger right in front of us. As the Lakers will get the ball first, they'll attack left to right in the navy blue. And away we go in half number 2 at Trent Arena. Weiss gets a touch and hands it off to Cleveland. 14 points in the first half for Devin Cleveland. Left of the lane, little skip pass. Here's Weber. He elevates from 17, can't finish it straight on, and now Utah Prep will get their first look here in the second half. It's Kiss. They feed inside, Silamana, no good. It's taken away for Landis Wright. Good job. Looked like it was going to be a held ball for a minute, but he took it away from the big man.
It was good action by all 3 of those guys to start that play, just not enough for the finish.
Weiss back to Sanderson. Off the mark, a little bit too close to the glass. And the scoring touch that he had yesterday is an apparent here this afternoon.
Another good look. There
Thank
we go.
you very much. Silamana 2 to start off scoring here in the second half. That's his first points of the ball game at 42-30.
And it's not for a lack of touches because they're really looking to get him the ball often and early.
Sanderson to Weiss from the corner. 3 ball is off the mark. Felici, who had a couple of running one-handed dunks. He's been very impressive. Got big quicks.
Good look.
Kiss dumps it off Silamana, and it's taken away from him. Wright recaptures, and here comes Sanderson. Here come the Lakers. On a 3-on-3, little stop and go. Now waiting for the secondary break, and he throws it into the backcourt.
Good hustle.
Taken up by Silamana. Goes up strong with 2 more.
That's by Jafar Silimana.
Silamana's a little slow once he gets the ball. If he were a little bit quicker, I feel like those finishes would happen a lot more often.
Cleveland with a touch to Wright for 3. He knocks it down.
3-point basket for Landez Wright.
His first trifecta, he's got 7 to make it 45-32. Runner kisses it off the glass. Jackson Kiss for 2 more.
Jackson Kiss with the kiss. I mean, this really is a nice trio of players, and they work well together for Utah Prep.
Weiss, step to Lou, cannot shake Jackson Kiss. Back to Wright for 3, left it short this time.
Another music reference by my partner there.
They keep it outside. 3 from the corner.
Basket, Josiah Strouder.
JoJo Schroeder. His first trifecta, give him 5, and it's back to a single-digit game at 45-37.
So Utah Prep showing some life here early.
Little 7-3 run to start things off here in the second half. Weber catches up to the ball. Now in the lane, takes it to the rack. No good, he drew the foul. You know, the funny thing in watching that play develop for Jacob is he came around topside. No one was stopping him out at the free throw line, so why don't I go ahead and penetrate and see what happens?
Yeah, and it's a somewhat uncustomary for Weber to drive in. I think he's more accustomed to taking that three-pointer, but yeah, why not? You know, the three's not been working for him as well as it has been, so yeah, let's get something going to the rim.
Silamana picks up his first. And Weber to the stripe, and he nails the first. A 71.5% shooter at the stripe this year.
But remember yesterday, he hit so many threes, but then stepped to the free throw line in a late moment against the Firebirds and missed 2 in a row. And we were kind of almost taken aback by that. But you made a good point that sometimes when you get that stroke, that it can be tough to adjust to the free throw arch.
Yeah, the muscle memory plays a big factor.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
He made 2, drive, stripped, and now here comes Cleveland. 3 on 2 if they can hurry. Kemp for 3. Misfires, and it's 1 and done. The outlet up front. Felici, thank you very much! A big 2-hand stuff for Anthony Felici. Mercy.
Going to be an outstanding player at Pitt next year. So smooth.
Cleveland, speaking of smooth. His first bucket of the second half, a game-high 16, 49-39. Turnaround off the mark for Cecil. It stays up front. Schroeder underneath. He was going to get crushed there by Solongo.
Yeah. Don't want to be on the tracks when that train's coming through.
Felici, nice step in the lane.
Ooh, good
and
recovery.
This one is blocked off the glass. Here's Weber. Shut off by Cecil. Stripped away from him and taken away. Drive, Cleveland, and beg your pardon, Schroeder. And we've got a foul with 3:23 left to go here in this third.
Yeah. You get Knight with the hold there.
His second, team's first.
We didn't see Rivers Knight much of it all yesterday, if I recall.
Right, I remember mentioning that. I was a little surprised by that. Just given how much they previewed him leading into this event.
Jonathan Sanderson.
And right or wrong, I think sometimes, even for young guys, you need a day off for one reason, whether you're sick at this time of year,
Sure.
you don't have your legs underneath you for one reason or another.
Right. But then playing a few games in a short amount of time, you wonder if that doesn't provide ample opportunity to get more guys minutes. But we're seeing more of them today.
Cleveland makes it 49-40. Steal, take away, and Schroeder no good.
LaLumiere foul called number 1, Peyton Kemp.
So
His
Kemp
first,
guilty of the
team
personal,
second.
and Schroeder, who had hit at the free throw line before, will go back.
Josiah Schroeder at the line, shooting 2.
Schroeder is 6'3", 185 pounds, a senior. Averaging about 9.5 points a ball game. He lets fly on the first, and no good. Skips off the rim. Substitution back in as we see Jacob Weber back in for Devin Cleveland. Cleveland had an exceedingly hot 6 minutes in the first half, right after we hit the start of the second quarter. No good. 2 misses this time down. Solongo the rebound.
But they needed him for a lot of minutes in that first half with Sanderson having 2 fouls. But
Long three. Nothing doing for Rivers Knight. The ball came off to the right a little funny, and that's where it ended up. Drive. Schroeder cannot finish with the left hand. Long outlet. Sanderson catches up to it, and he waits. So Longo did a great job filling the lane. I thought they were going to go that direction.
I did too.
It's Kemp with 2:30 to play. High screen from Solongo. They play back. Solongo, we'll see if he dribbles back in.
Yeah.
Turns baseline, and the ball taken away, out of bounds.
They look very content to let Solongo just go to work in there.
Utah Prep foul number 8,
By the way, we hadn't gotten to mention Orion Cobb in this ball game. He wears 11. He has the assignment on the big Solongo right now. Orion Cobb is 6'8", 210 pounds, a senior. And they will shoot. I think there was some question on fouls there.
Ah. Good stroke by the big fella.
And for Utah Prep, number 0, Jaden Cecil.
Ah, okay. So Devin Cleveland just returned from the locker room with a little patch on his knee.
Might have gotten a little cut.
Yeah, exactly.
Solongo lets fly and good. He's got 6 off the bench to make it 51-40. High screen by Cobb, and it's a lot of action, a lot of moving pieces there, and a foul.
LaLumiere foul number 21, Rivers Knight, his 3rd personal.
Knight picks up number 3.
Number 2,
That's
Devin
3 on
Cleveland,
LaLumiere
just back in for LaLumiere.
here in the quarter with 2:08 frozen.
Devin Cleveland reports back in.
Number 23, Greg Weiss, back in
Jacob
for
Weber.
LaLumiere.
And
So Cleveland will guard the trigger. They're looking inside.
well, that's good
Oh,
look.
and then for Cobb, off his hands. And Solongo caught up to him, couldn't take a shot low left. Otherwise, that would have been disaster.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Look where Solongo is
Good
guarding
look.
him. Cobb puts it up, and it's rejected. Solongo right in the middle of all of that. Sanderson has the ball now for the Lakers.
Ball has become a little too slick. Good look.
High low. Weiss puts it in.
Well, Weiss apparently can get the handle on the ball. Gets a wonderful finish down low.
Survived the contact to make it 53-40. He looked like he was going to finish it with a throw down, but survived the contact going on up, and we stay up front.
For whatever reasons, Utah Prep is having a tough time holding on to the ball.
Number 7, Jafar Suleimani. For the Lakers, number 20, Fernandez Wright.
We have a little joke from a football perspective. I see a lot of football, especially at playoff football in the state of Ohio, and when you see drops by wide receivers, you encourage them to go to the sideline and get some stickum.
Right. Yeah.
All tapped out.
I might make that same suggestion to some of the players wearing white today because, wow, seems like there's a lot of drops, a lot of fumbles.
Cleveland tapped it out, and he'll guard the trigger. He'll guard the inside, left of the lane. It's Felici, who's been silent the last couple of minutes. He pops up with the jumper, no good.
Nice.
Oh, nice finish on the putback and the lay-in.
Jackson Price.
Jackson Price gets his first two.
Good
They
look.
throw down low. It's a held ball. Weiss got tied up down low by the big man, Silamana. And we have the other way. So a good job by Jafar Silamana to get the unforced turnover.
You know, I mentioned the 30-second shot clock. It hasn't come into play one time so far in this contest.
And that's prep schools, by
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah.
Right? They're used to it. Nice rejection by Weiss. Here's Kemp with it. Survived his own friendly fire by Weiss. Weiss is a big guy at 6'7".
Yeah.
18 on the shot, by the way, as Kemp tries to create. Left in the lane,
Yep.
and he walks. The Texas two-step here for Peyton Kemp, and we head the other way with 31.3 left to go here in this quarter. Good job for LaLumiere to hold Utah Prep at arm's length. And while Prep has had some issues holding onto the ball, they've actually come back when they've been able to attack. Felici outside. We're waiting for another running one-handed dunk now.
Yep.
He steps through and tapped out. Checked by Sanderson. And it'll stay up front with 6.1 to go.
Yeah, I feel like LaLumiere has become a little more savvy to his go-to move.
Three from the corner, no good for Cecil, and tapped out with 1.6, and we head the other way. One final look at the bucket here in the quarter. At this point with the lead, you might as well just throw it in. Here's Sanderson.
Gives it a heave.
From 80 feet away, no good, and we head to the fourth. 53-42, the Lakers with an 11-point lead here in Kettering, Ohio on SUV TV. To the all-important fourth we go here in Kettering and flying to the hoop, powered by Beacon Orthopedics. 53-42, LaLumiere and Utah Prep, and the Lakers with an 11-point lead. We had two lead changes and two ties, both in the first quarter, and since then it's been all Lakers.
Yep. And rightfully so. I feel like Utah Prep, you know, given that slow start, has never really recovered, but then at the same time, the Lakers have never really given them that chance.
Sanderson feeds right, low left. Checked by Kiss, no good. Rebound Cecil. Utah Prep trying to make it a single-digit game. Drive Felici. Thank you very much! No Kiss this time, Jackson Kiss with two.
So if Utah Prep wants to claw back into this game, they're going to need a fast start to this quarter.
Well, they just got it there with Kiss's big two, and it's 53-44. We had the other way. Fouls on Wright. Fernandez picks up his second.
20, Fernandez Wright, his second, team's first.
Fernandez Wright is a junior, and he'll stay at home. Well, actually, he'll come home to Louisville, play for the Cardinals when it's said and done here. So that's got to be a weird thing where you you go on the road, essentially you live on the road as a prep, and then you come home as a college student. I've not seen that very often.
No, well, I mean, it's going to be the same for John Sanderson. I mean, prep school in Indiana. He's an Indiana boy. He's going to be on the road for the better part of this season. Then he's going to come home and play for Notre Dame.
Cecil gets the first. Looking for his 10th point, and lane violation. Wave it off.
Yeah.
So on the offense.
Like everybody stepped in the lane on that one.
Well, you know, I get it, right?
Yeah.
You anticipate a miss. You're trying to claw back into the game. You've been behind for 2 full quarters.
Yeah.
You're doing what you can. 8-point contest.
Oh, there we go.
Deflected in the front court, and if Jackson Kiss could have gotten to it, that would have been showtime.
Yeah.
7 to play here in this ball game. The middle game of 5 here on this Monday. And I'm so glad to have you on SUV TV. Sanderson fills the lane to the rack and in.
Jonathan Sanderson.
I mean, he's just such a remarkable athlete. I didn't even realize what kind of an athlete he was.
That extra quick, that extra step, attacking the post. They feed inside off the hands of Stroder and plays it back to Kiss. Kiss tries to back in, fills the lane himself to the rack and in. Count the bucket and the foul.
Jackson Kiss.
Kiss on my list.
So
Mercy.
A very good start by Utah Prep here in the 4th quarter, which is precisely what they needed to have in order to claw back into this. Earlier, I made a connection between John Sanderson and Christian McCaffrey. I'm gonna rethink that, and I'm gonna say Cooper DeJean now, because of the athleticism. He is a Cooper DeJean type athlete. If you've ever seen Cooper DeJean play basketball, he was an All-American in Iowa.
Kiss completes the old-fashioned 3. Unfortunately, I just shook my head saying, no, I don't.
Well, but seriously, if you get a chance, look up some of his highlight reels as a basketball player. Now, he's obviously playing for the Philadelphia Eagles right now.
Weiss with the trifecta.
3-point pass for Gabe Weiss.
And a timeout.
Timeout on the court, LaLumiere.
The Lakers call the TO after the make, and you see that, you know, it's funny. We see that all the time in our part of northern Cincinnati up towards Butler County. The Lakotas do that very often. Hamilton does that on an often basis. But it's wild to see a prep school do it at the timeout after a bucket with the lead already.
Right. Well, I think it's more so because, like, I used to do this too. I'd have one of my players hit a 3, and I'd want to call a timeout more so just to make sure that, number one, we have our defense in place, and number 2, that we understand what our goals are as far as, okay, we have stops, and then we want to make sure that we understand our philosophy when we go back on offense, because, you know, sometimes there are misunderstandings by some of our players on the floor. So we just want to make sure that everything's in check.
58-48 with 6:10 left to play here in this 4th quarter. The Lakers have done a great job here since the 2nd quarter, really keeping Utah Prep at arm's length. That was really thanks to Devin Cleveland, who filled up 14 points in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, he's been an outstanding replacement for Sanderson when the foul trouble occurred, and yeah, he's been outstanding. I mean, we've seen role changes for him because he went from shooting guard to point guard, and then back to shooting guard to start this half. I mean, he can do it all.
Well, you just want him to see another corner 3 at this point.
I would. He's hit from 3 of the 4 corners. We just need this near corner, but he can't shoot from that corner. He's shooting for the other team.
Drive, Kiss, throws it up and in.
Jackson Kiss.
He's got 16 in the book.
Boy, and
58-50.
For someone who had only 4 points from the free throw line in the first half, he has really come alive here in the second.
Weiss plays back. Cleveland gets a touch up high on the right point. Looking for a screen, gets one from Weiss. Around the left lane, puts it up, no good. He'll go to the line. Look like I thought Schroeder got him. 2-on-2 damage if that's the case. It is.
Yep, it is. Yep, good call.
Sometimes the eyes don't deceive.
Had a good angle on that one.
Well, that's the funny thing. So for those of you who don't know, we're broadcasting these games up in, I wouldn't call it a perch. It's a walkway area. It's a walking track, running track area.
Yeah.
So you don't get everything that you hope for from a viewpoint. Gets them both. To that point, and we'll, break the fourth wall a little bit on this. The difference between broadcasting down on the sideline and up in a perch or a walking track is massive. Yeah. You don't get to see nuance from here. Here's Kiss, and he puts it back. No basket interference. They played on, and he gets 2 more.
Yep. I think that ball was coming off.
I don't know, man. That thing still was on the tin. It looked like from here, but a kick ball and saved, and here we go back the other way with Prep again. Cecil plays back. Schroeder looking inside, stays out. It's Kiss backing in from the high post. Looking baseline, turns, puts it up, and is fouled on the way up with 4:51 left to go.
Little did Jackson Kiss know that on that first little lean to his left, he had the lane. He just didn't know it. His back was turned, but boy, did he have a line.
Jackson Kiss at the line, shooting 2.
Jackson has 18 in the book. I think he's taken over the game-high lead as he hits on the first. Looking good at the stripe, finishing at the rim. He can go up strong, put it down with a dunk or, the layup. I mean, obviously he's used the glass, and the smooch off the glass has been something else here for Jackson Kiss.
He's going to get a lot of use out of that last name. There's no question about it.
I tell you, if I'm going to call college ball and he's on that game, I'm going to use and abuse him and put in every sort of Daryl Hall and John Oates reference known to man. A 6-point ball game. Sanderson kept the dribble alive, lost it. 2-on-1 break.
Oh, wow.
Thank you very much. The big 2-inch stuff for Felici. You call a timeout yet here if you're LaLumiere?
You might.
4-point ball game.
But coach looks pretty calm. Doesn't look rattled.
Weiss pumps. The 2 on the fadeaway, no good. Here's Kiss with the ball up the sideline. Dribbles into the, lost the handle. It's still loose. It's saved.
Well, now it's a timeout.
And now the put up there by Cecil to make it a 2-point contest.
Still no timeout.
It's Kemp straight on. Foot on the line, a long 2. Tap towards the baseline, and we head the other way with 3:40 to go.
Going to put Fernandez back in.
Oh, and they've missed him. He's been a presence down on the block in the low paint area.
Agreed. On both ends, both offensively and defensively. Just, they need him back.
Kiss top of the key. Looking for isolation, works on right, goes right to the rack, and one, we're tied!
Each of those strides took up about 8 to 10 feet, it seemed. And he just got to the hoop so quickly.
Ferlandis Red has just fouled out.
Well, and that's why he was on the bench, was to avoid that very scenario.
He finishes with 7 points with 3:28 to go.
So
Jackson Kiss has been very impressive, especially since the turn of the half. He lets fly and gives Utah Prep the lead.
Yep.
Our 3rd lead change of the game.
Is that the first time they've led in the game, partner?
3rd lead change of the game.
Oh, 3rd lead change. There it is. Yep, you said that.
Here's Sanderson, looks back outside for Weiss, out on the corner. They look inside. Weber, no good, and a foul. with 3:12 to go here in this fourth.
Threaded a needle on that one. That was a really tight window to fit that pass into. It's like a Joe Burrow pass.
It's number 2 on Jackson Kiss. And we'll see throws. Weber scoring 15 a ball game. He hit 22 points yesterday, 7 of 10 shooting from the three-point line, and he ties it up.
And the free throws have been much more on point for Mr. Weber today.
Got them both and gets the lead back, our 4th lead change.
So another tight game for LaLumiere today.
Timeout. Utah Prep calls for the TO. Mark Dickel wants to talk about it as they have an opportunity to go back in front with 3:07 left to go here in this ball game. Coming on up here, the final games here in this one, the penultimate game coming up after this one, Warrensville Heights against Fairmont. Fairmont is the host school here in Kettering. And the final one, the ultimate game, if you will, Indian Hill against Tri-Village. The Patriots are 13-0, and they're outstanding. They're looking for another state championship to go with the one they put up in 2015.
Yeah, and they're just a good program. They always are. I'm excited to see the host school. The GWalk, as we've spoken on earlier broadcasts, very good league here in Southwest Ohio, and Fairmont boasting the leading scorer in the league right now.
And the leading rebounder. It's
yes.
the same kid.
Yes, same kid. That's right, same kid.
Same kid.
He's also, if I'm not mistaken, 3rd in field goal percentage, and there's one other statistic, blocks.
Well, that's a lot to have from a single player.
Right.
And it's Jaden McGraw. Jaden McGraw, who we'll get to see, averaging 21 a ball game and just over 9.5 rebounds.
Yeah, he's a nice player.
And he's come alive. I think he had 37 in their game. I believe it was against Springboro on Friday. Kiss gets the ball.
Tough.
He turns baseline, stuck there by Sanderson.
Oh, good play.
Swings it out, and it's thrown away into the hands of Cleveland. Lobs it up front, and it's snatched away back again. Cecil up front. Goes to Schroeder. To the rack he goes, and one! JoJo Schroeder will go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point try. Utah Prep has the lead.
And I don't know if it was super evident,
Lakers top ball number 23, Gabe Weiss, his first.
but he changed hands in the middle of that shot from a right hand to a left hand to make that finish.
Well, and he got the better angle, obviously, going up with the left, coming off the right flank, and he makes it.
Still, just an incredibly athletic play.
5th lead change as he makes the old-fashioned three. 64-62, Sanderson on the drive, shut off by Felici. He resets with Weiss, now comes around top. 3 from the corner, way too long for Rivers Knight. He airmailed that one out to the near sideline.
His stroke just hasn't looked as solid.
Felici puts it on the deck, outside. Schroeder back out to Felici. Cecil has it with 2:10 left to go. Felici drives off the window, no good. He'll go to the line. And they've attacked the rim really well, and that's the reason why they have the lead right now.
Yep, agreed. They've just really been able to get downhill quickly and drawing a lot of contact.
That's 4 on Sanderson. At some point, this becomes a game of attrition. We've already seen Fernandez Wright get knocked out on fouls. Felici, who's going to Pitt, and boy, he's going to look awfully good in Pennsylvania next year.
Yeah, in blue and gold.
Oh. 1 of 2. Got to see Pitt, by the way, in the first 4 at UD Arena in the play-in games a few years ago.
Yeah.
Good program, really good program.
Oh, excellent.
It's Knight with the ball up top. Hands back Sanderson. He pops 3 off the catch. No good. Tapped out. Saved by Cleveland. Stuck at the free throw line and we'll reset. 1:40 to go. 3-point ball game, Utah Prep. 3 straight on for Cleveland, off the mark. The rebound to guess who? Jackson Kiss.
Who settles things down.
The one disadvantage if you're an offensive team with the lead and the ball in the late minutes, when you play with the shot clock,
Right.
you have a shot clock.
That's right.
That's your problem.
That is. That is. You can't just hold on to it for a full minute and a half. Wow.
Kiss.
There
No,
it is.
The follow by Felici. Thank you very much. Man, he can get up. Night.
Okay.
Foul from behind. Cecil went and got him. With 58.2 left to go.
Utah Prep foul number 0, Jaden Cecil, his first. Team's third.
McKnight, not quite the athlete that Felici is, so we're able to knock that ball away, make him earn both points from the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
Felici is a very deceptive looking player, and when I say that, he's got long levers, the arms are very long, so he's got wingspan. The legs, they don't look as long as you would think with the arms that would go like that as Knight goes to the line and scores here.
Right.
My point here is you don't expect with the shorter leg span the explosion to the hoop, but he gets up and hits it hard.
He does.
Got them both.
I mean, he's flat out getting his forehead to the rim.
LaLumiere.
He really is.
A 30-second timeout.
We have a timeout, and we'll hold things right here. Timeout situations, Utah Prep with 2. LaLumiere, who just took the timeout, they have 3 up on the board. Games that we already saw here today. It was Christ School getting a win here in Kettering. They beat up on Iowa United 78-58, and then Northridge survived Margaretta 58-55. I wanted to mention Margaretta for a second. They played in Division 5, and I got a chance to watch them in the regional final against Columbus Prep. I'm sorry, did I say Columbus Prep? Columbus Academy, who did go to the state final, and they are awfully good. In fact, Columbus Academy was undefeated up to that point, and they were on the ropes in the third quarter. It took a fourth quarter surge by Academy to get away, and that's a good team, especially last year with their best kid was Jason Singleton, who of course his dad played at Ohio State and was on that 99 Final Four team.
Right.
$58.2 to go. We've had a fun one here in Kettering. Maybe not as fun as the Lakota West LaLumiere game yesterday, but another one, as you mentioned, another close game for LaLumiere.
Okay. Gonna use another timeout. Not push a bad situation.
So one of the things in the prior game to this one, it was
a 30-second timeout.
It was the Margaretta Northridge game.
Yeah.
That game, was a 3-point game. It was partially won on a technical foul and a free throw. That was kind of hard to watch, but surrounding that, we had 3 or 4 timeouts right in a span of a few seconds, and what was a dramatic ending was just a little let down at the end.
Yeah. My vantage point was from the far end, and I wasn't exactly sure. I mean, the technical foul was a result of the coach not entirely believing in the charge call. I get that. I mean, the charge block call is one of the hardest ones to make in basketball. Don't get me wrong. I get it. But at the same time, that official came out of there really believing that he had that one right. So, hard to overrule that.
Out of the timeout. By the way, Utah Prep with 1 timeout now.
Oh, boy.
Oh, and they missed the connection.
Yeah.
Jackson Kiss was coming to the sideline, and it was, over top.
So
now, was it tapped?
Yeah, I think
it was tapped by Sanderson, apparently.
Yeah, I think that's what they're...
So because it was touched by Sanderson, they're going to inbound it from the baseline.
Good eye, partner.
They look inside, stay outside. 48 to go. Too early to foul, by the way, at least in my estimation. Yep. 2 guarding 2 right now. Stroder handling the ball, Cleveland on him.
Because you're going to get the ball back with the shot clock. 5 seconds.
Kiss out to the corner, back outside, 3 for Cecil. He knocks it down. A big 3 it is for Jaden Cecil. And Utah Prep goes up 70-64. Have mercy.
A full 60-second timeout.
I mean, somehow they lost Cecil in the whole scheme of things there and gave him a wide open wing shot. I'm not exactly sure how that happened, but yeah, that's an easy shot to make in most cases, and he did it.
Well, his feet was set. His feet were set,
Yep.
and honestly, you know, the one thing I always look for on a shot like that from the wing is where are the feet, where are the hips.
Yeah.
If they're both headed in the direction of the bucket, you might have a shot.
I mean, that was my favorite spot to shoot from. No matter where I am on the court, that's the spot I want to shoot from. That was my comfort zone right there. I mean, we talked earlier in the broadcast about corners being the hardest place to shoot from. In my humble opinion, easiest spot to shoot from is that wing spot. Second easiest spot to shoot from is straight on. So when you give a kid a wide open look from the spot that Cecil just shot from, yeah.
Well, let me ask it this way as we have both teams back on the floor. Is the reason why it's a little easier is you have a little error room out to the left in our vantage point towards the glass?
Yes.
Oh, okay,
Yes,
got it.
that's 100% right.
Sanderson will lob it in. It's Weiss on the catch. Back to Weber. Catch and release 3,
Okay.
no good, and a foul. We'll see 3 coming up here for Weber. With 23.7 to go. Don't foul long range on the shooter.
No, yeah, that's one of the last things you want to do.
Number 0, Jaden Cecil, his second, team's 4th.
So the big hero with the insurance points, Jaden Cecil, picks up the personal. That's his second.
Jacob Weber, shooting 3.
Weber to the line. Now, again, these shots are only free if you make them.
Right. And, you know, unlike yesterday with him being so good from the three-point line, but yet then didn't convert from the free throw line, you figure tonight it's almost the reverse. He has been converting from the free throw line. So these almost seem automatic.
Well, good shooters find ways, right?
Right,
If
right.
you realize that you're off,
Right.
you find ways to correct it, and sometimes within a game, as he makes all 3.
Yeah, now no shot clock on because not enough on the game clock.
23.7. Kiss runs the baseline. He gets it back, and now we'll throw it up front.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's Felicia. Nice step around. Dribbling around, throws it down to the corner. Cecil is fouled by Weiss with 13.7 to go. They evaporated 10 seconds off the clock.
Yeah. So I'm going to be the first to admit here, I'm not as well versed in any type of difference with a prep school rule as far as fouls go, but is it the same as high school? Are we shooting on the 5th? Okay.
Cecil gets the first. So far, his insurance points are the big difference here in this ball game. And another timeout.
Time to record LaLumiere.
So the Lakers take the TO, and I think both teams will be down to 1 apiece with 13.7 seconds. By the way, the good news about timeouts being down to 1 apiece, we only have 1 apiece left if
Right.
we
Right.
at some point it's do or die.
Now, so let me ask this question. On the timeout, does the inbound spot now go to half court? I wasn't certain because the last inbound went to half court on the last play. But after the basket, it should have been down here.
Well, we had a situation yesterday.
So
By
here
the
it
way,
is.
I think I might have something
Yeah,
for you.
okay.
Yesterday, we had a game, one of our games, where the ball came out to half court,
Okay.
and then they took a timeout, and the ball came back to the baseline. Here, it's from the sideline.
Okay,
If you're asking me to understand logic, I don't know.
okay.
3 straight on. Sanderson lets it fly, skips off. The rebound for Weber. Putback is no good, and a foul with 5.9 to go.
So my question definitely was answered, that after the free throws, the timeout does bring it to half court. Okay, fair enough.
Utah prep foul number 0, Jaden Cecil, his third personal.
Cecil picks up his third. And we'll see throws again with 5.9 to go.
Rivers Knight, shooting 2.
So it's Knight with the ball at the line. He's got a couple makes of the stripe here this afternoon, and as he makes on the first, trying to get the Lakers back to a single possession game. That's all you're asking for at this point. Keep it a one possession.
Right. Okay.
And it is a one possession game, and the last timeout for Utah Prep.
Well, and partner.
Or was it Utah Prep that got the last timeout? I believe it is.
Yeah. Okay.
A full 60-second timeout.
Okay. Yes, Utah Prep did call that timeout because they're down to 0 now. So, partner, you had asked earlier in the game about LaLumiere calling a timeout due to a run by Utah Prep, and we both agreed they might have wanted to call a timeout, but they didn't. And I think now we're seeing a reason why. Because in situations like this, to call a timeout and have the ball move to half court, there's value to that. And I wasn't aware of that.
Well, I understand this. The reason why I think about timeouts during an end game, unlike a football game with the playoffs, a 2-minute warning, what have you, right? Aside from a situation like that, you have an ability to stem the tide when the other team's making a run.
Yes.
So if you have a 6 or an 8-0 run, if you're a head coach, what are you thinking if you're not taking the timeout? I don't know. You'd have to answer that one for me.
And I would have called that timeout given the rules that we have in place here in Ohio. But now that I see the value of getting a ball to half court from a full court scenario, I absolutely saved the timeout. I actually probably wouldn't stem the tide in that situation.
Well, this has to be two prep schools. It's got to be a prep school rule here.
It is. It absolutely is, because that ball should be down here if it was an Ohio rule. So
Felici will trigger. Team up by 3, and the ball. Just got to work it in, and Jaden Cecil gets wrapped up by Jacob Weber, who picks up the first snow. Cecil, by the way, has offers from Arizona State, Cal, and Pepperdine. By the way, all West Coast type schools, though it's been a minute since I've heard Pepperdine be relevant from a D1 standpoint.
Right. The same league with Gonzaga.
And the first one's good. Well, the last time I heard real relevance about Pepperdine, you and I are of a certain age, though I'm a little older than you. Do you remember Battle of the Network Stars?
Sure.
That's where they had it.
Okay.
Got them both.
So see,
like a full timeout.
The last Utah Prep timeout, I believe, was to move it to half court because they didn't want to take the ball out underneath LaLumiere's basket.
Yep. Well, right now it's a 5-point lead. You need something really pretty special.
Yeah.
A lot of luck. And right now I think Utah Prep's in the driver's seat. Or as Red Barber used to say, sitting pretty in the catbird seat.
Right. But timeouts are gone. So there will be no movement. Now they have to play from the baselines.
Waiting to come into this ball game. Fairmont on one side, Warrensville Heights on the other side.
Yeah.
That should be a fun one coming up next after this one is complete.
For sure. Well, they're already eager to begin.
Ball will be thrown in by Sanderson towards the bucket. It's long way out, and it goes out of bounds, and it will belong to Utah Prep. They'll inbound it, and this one will be over.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the purpose of that one is. Apparently, Sanderson was looking for Solongo. Solongo was out of the zip code.
Yeah. Somebody missed an assignment there.
And that's the way this one ends this afternoon. As Cecil dribbles it out, and Utah Prep finishes up with a 74-69 win over LaLumiere. That was an impressive comeback by Utah Prep this afternoon.
Warrensville Heights versus Fairmont.
Jackson Kiss had a game-high 23 to lead all scores.
Very impressive. I mean, given how things started, I think we both felt that Utah Prep was going to be up against it, but they managed to battle back in a very good way. Even a slow start to the second half didn't inhibit them.
I want to put this in perspective. LaLumiere had a 42-28 lead at the half.
14 points.
A 14-point lead. And Utah Prep comes back and wins it by 5. Easy math, a 19-point turnaround in the second half in 16 minutes. That's a lot.
It is a lot. And I contributed to really intense at the rim scoring by Utah Prep. And I do feel like LaLumiere went a little cold in the second half. I think we're going to see some lower shooting numbers by LaLumiere once we see the stat sheet.
Final thoughts on this one?
Good game, still a good game. Again, we're talking about 2 games in a short period of time by both teams, so I give credit to Utah Prep doing the right things at the right time. Again, taking the ball to the rim, taking advantage of opportunities.
As a side note, as a postscript for me, I was very impressed by Anthony Felice. He had 3 dunks in this game, 17 points in support of Jackson Kiss, who had 23. Again, the final here this afternoon, 74-69. As Utah Prep improves to 3-4, LaLumiere falls to 13-2 on the season. Our thanks go out to Marquez Burnett, our producer and videographer. Coming up next here in about 20 minutes, it's Warrensville Heights and Fairmont, and we'll have that to you here in about 15 minutes. For Scott Mueller, I'm Geoff Kim. So long for now from Kettering.